independent authors. Stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Three River Books. So these are my stacks of independent authors. I think it is very, very difficult to get your art out on the market. So anytime that I can see or find a sci-fi fantasy book, an independent author, then I'm going to look into it. And if it gets good reviews, I'm definitely going to buy it. I like to support the guy or girl that is out there really hustling, trying to make a living, doing their craft. I myself are a knife maker or a bladesmith. You can go to threeriverblades.com or check out my YouTube content on Three River Blades and check out all the blades that I make. All right, so what I do is, again, being an entrepreneur, somebody that on their off time is always working, I understand how difficult it is to get your product out there and in the media. And what I'm trying to do is do a little bit promotion. Now, I will say I didn't get any of these books for free. I went to Amazon and I looked it up and I purchased them. All right, so if these are one of your books, then congratulations. I hope I put some money back in your pocket. So let me move some stuff around here and we'll get into all the books. All right, guys, so the first books that I'm going to talk about is Ryan Cahill. All right, Ryan Cahill is a phenomenal writer. I have The Exile by Ryan Cahill. These are the novellas. I have The Fall by Ryan Cahill, and I actually have the series by Ryan Cahill. You see that? All right, so it's going to be, I think this is book one, is The War of Ruin. Really, really stout book. I do like the trade paperbacks. I do think that a lot of these will come on Kindle. So if you're a Kindle fan, then by all means buy it on Kindle. It's a lot faster. I'm sorry, this is book three. I made a mistake. It happens. Book one is going to be Of Blood and Fire. All right, this is book one. All right. I haven't read it yet. I heard that it is very, very good. A lot of people seem to like Ryan Cahill, and once I dive into that, I have all his books now. All right, so I have the three main series, and now I have the novellas as well. So that's The Blood of Fire. Book two is The Darkness and Light. All right, again, very, very stout book. I don't mind. I like it. And then book three is The Ruin of War. All right, so book three. Yes, I'm very, very excited to read these books, and as soon as I can get to it, I will. I promise, Ryan, that I will read all your books, and I will do a awesome independent review. All right, so no pulling, no punches there, but I heard nothing but good things, so good job, Ryan Cahill. Keep pumping them out. Next one is The Embers Blade, or The Ember Blade by Chris Wooding. All right, another independent author, another stout book. I think there's a sequel to this. I think there's a sequel to this, and I think it is coming up. So I definitely want to get that. Again, if you're not familiar, when you don't get published, independent publishers, they have options. Usually all your manuscripts get edited. You have to pay for that yourself, and then you also have to go to the printer. All right, and get all these books printed out. So that's why a lot of people do Kickstarters. Kickstarters really do help push the independent movement. And of course, once you're a Kickstarter, you have the money to pay for all the paperbacks and all that other stuff, but you also can do better things for other people, like get them like special editions, that kind of thing. So that's cool. So Chris Wooding, all right, I'm reading your books. Daniel T. Jackson, The Illborn. It is book one of the Illborn saga, and again, can't wait to jump into it. And I also have, I think this is book two, Daniel Jackson. So I have both books, guys. All right, I can't recommend these books yet because I haven't read them, but I've heard really, really good things about these books. All right, guys, so the next one is going to be The Sword of Kagan by M.L. Wang. M.L. Wang, this book is very popular. She also came out with a second book, all right? And I think she also wrote like The Poppy Wars or something like that. I think she's one of the authors for that. But indie publishers, indie writers are excellent. All right, it doesn't change anything. It just means that a lot of their stuff has to come out of pocket. Also, what it means is they have a little bit more control as to who and what and how it gets published, that kind of thing. So that's cool. Christopher G. Brenning, The Hellborn Fire, Book 1. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, look at that cover. All right, pretty good for an indie writer. All right. So I got this. I got this from a couple of YouTubers. They said that, hey, listen, you probably want to take a look at that. So if you also are interested, this is book 2. This is the Wrathbringer. Okay, so go ahead, check this guy out. I think it's going to be a very good book. Everybody said good things. Christopher G. Brenning. All right, I love the cover art, man. That cover art is just sick, man. So, and that's the other thing too, is that the indie publishers or indie writers, the indie writers have to hire artists to do their work. So all of this stuff has to get paid for. M.L. Spencer, The Dragon Mage. Again, another recommendation from my YouTubers. Hero at heart. Aram thinks he's nothing but a misfit, misfit from a small fishing village in a dark corner of the world. As far as Abram knows, he has nothing and hardly a possession to his name other than a desire to make friends, to be accepted around him, which is something he's never known. But Aram is something more. All right, so really nice cover art. I don't know if it says who did the cover art in here, but wow. Stone Guard Publications. Oh, cover illustration by Stuvat Dechmarpra. I know I butchered that name. Sorry. But yes, check out M.L. Spencer. And again, I'm going to put all the links down below, guys. So if you want to support independent writers, then please go ahead and check that out. So this was kind of something different by John French. I have the Gray Bastards, the Free Bastards, and the True Bastards. That's a lot of bastards. So this is something. These books are written about orcs. All right. So usually your protagonist is like, the superhero with the golden plate and the golden hair and the blue eyes. This is all about orcs. All right. This is an orc company of badasses, and they run around and do their thing. And I want to kind of get into these books as soon as I can, because I think it is a very, very interesting way to write. Sort of like, because people think that orcs are just, monsters or whatever, worthy of heroship. Okay, so if you can get an orc that's a hero, I'm interested in it. I definitely want to read it. So go ahead, check out Jonathan French. Again, independent author. All right, and the last one is going to be Drake Ashton. I think it's Drake Ashton. It's Paternus. I can't even say it. Paternus. He has 3 books out. One is Paternus, all right, and then you have Wrath of the Gods, and then you have War of the Gods. All right, so a lot of these were purchased all own money, and I wanted to support independent publishers. Not that I have a problem, because if you look behind me, that whole bookshelf is mostly Orbits or TOR books or Tor books, and I do appreciate that. I know there's different ways of doing it, but the guys that are really struggling, I believe, are the independents or the indie writers. And the way it kind of works is you write your book, then you got to hire an editor, then you got to hire some cover art, right? You got to hire an artist to do that. Then you got to hire a print company that's going to print all these books, or you can also do digital only. I don't like doing digital only, although digital is very, very prominent right now. But if I was going to write a book, I'd probably do both. All right, so I would do the digital copy just to get the book out there, and of course I would do the print copies. The print copies are obviously going to cost money because they have to go get printed. But I do like the smell and the feel and the look of all the cover art and all that stuff, that I can actually feel the books. All right, that's just me. I know there's a lot of you guys out there like me, but again, I think it's important to support your independent writers and your independent publishers. All right, guys, that's all I got. What I need you to do is to like, subscribe, share. Also, Put some comments down below if you have any of these writers or any of these books. I really like to know what your thoughts and feelings are on these books, if you have read them, because I can't wait to dive into them, as I said. Also, check me out on Goodreads. I also have a Goodreads account, and I will be putting these books up there so you guys can take a look at what I'm reading next. Make sure that you check out all the links down below. If you are interested in any of these books, I will put them on an Amazon link, so then you can look down below and click on it and purchase them and support them as well. All right, guys, thank you very much. And as always, keep reading.